high fidelity simulation area. Right here you see is the control room, and that's sort of the guts of the operation. Here we have Noelle, who actually goes through a complete labor and birth. Students come with their clinical instructor, and 2 students at a time come and run through a scenario. So for example, Noelle will be in labor and 2 students will be interacting with her. The most important part is what we call debriefing. So after the experience is done, they sit in a group and talk about what went well, what might they have done differently, how did they choose to do their assessments. So it's a really fabulous learning opportunity for students. Our goal is to integrate more simulation into all the levels, including doing some low fidelity simulation we'd like to do with pre-nursing students. And we haven't done that yet, but that is our plan.
I grew up in Salem, Wisconsin with my father and my mother till I was 4 years old. My mother passed away, so my father was a single dad. I met my significant other and we had a little daughter. Her name's Madison. And we went to his hometown, which is in Glenbeulah, Wisconsin, up in Sheboygan County. And his father has a dairy farm, 110 cows and 400 acres. People ask me why nursing. It's close to my heart. Like I said before, my mother died when I was 4 years old of lymphoma, which is a type of cancer. And in 2009, her brother, which is my uncle, died of leukemia. So being in the hospital settings kind of close to my heart, being involved with nurses, they were caring to my family. I am a CNA at a nursing home in Fond du Lac. I received that job over the summer when I was up in Glenbeulah at the farm. So I work every other weekend. Having that $1,000 was a blessing. It allowed me to pay for my books. Just starting the science classes, those books get up in to the $300 range, so having multiple books to pay for, multiple supplies to have, that $1,000 was a blessing. I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate the opportunity for the Wisconsin Rural Opportunities Foundation to give me this scholarship. I appreciate it. It will help me in my nursing career continue my education. I hope to graduate in 2016 with my RN and jump into the nursing field and go back to school, graduate school, and become a pediatrician later on in my life.
We're very pleased to have students from all over the state. And so we have urban students, we have rural students, and I think what's wonderful about UWM is the diversity of the students that we have here. And what I've learned, because I also teach pre-nursing students, so I teach a first-year course, and what I know is the students learn from each other. So I think our diversity is a huge value for us here at UWM, that students learn from each other. And I see that those students that come from across the state and then come to an urban setting learn so much. Now students have so many competing demands, and they may have family demands. They may have their own families. They may have children. They have a job. They're there's so many demands, and they are so good at managing all of that. But when I see students who get scholarships, it's like, thank goodness I can, I don't have to work so much. I can really focus on my studies. And because of the mission we have here, we have a number of students who come from limited means, or maybe first generation college students. And so the support is critical.
I would like to share the fact that the partnership with the Wisconsin Rural Opportunities Scholarships has been just wonderful for our students. Although Milwaukee is seen as a college with an urban base, it's important to note that we also are the graduating campus for those students that come to us from UW-Parkside and UW-Washington County. So a great number of our students actually benefit from education here and returning to the rural areas. This scholarship has made a difference in the lives of so many of those students.